goal. Get your take on the whole match first, and obviously the winner.
Yeah, I think it's a cruel way to end. What's been what's been a sort of really positive and productive week in terms of some of the work that we've done. I thought some of that came out in the game, and of course some of the things that perhaps have happened too many times happen in the game, but you're not going to change that instantly. So I thought there's a couple of moments early where we played through them and showed nice composure. Then, as often you find at a place like this, you have to then defend some balls in the box, and you have to. I felt we could have done that a little bit better. I thought that was just something that they caused a problem with us. I mean, they crossed the ball a lot statistically in the division, and they caused some moments of uncertainty early on. I think John's made a really good save early on. So, but then again, we got into some good positions. I felt we got to half time without really being played through and without being opened up too much. Second half, I actually felt we got to the point where we scored the goal. I thought we looked like we had some good control about us, and it looked like we were the ones that are just starting to build confidence into the game. And I think when you score that goal away from home, then you of course need a period of the game where you need the opposition to feel a little bit more desperate, and you need that to end up being 5, 6, 7 minutes at least. And they scored pretty much straight away, and it was a poor goal really. I think they end up with a set piece in the box. I think Dunn got his head to it without really being challenged, and then the ball drops. We've got bodies around it, and they end up scoring. I think it goes in off one of our players' heads. So they get a little bit of fortune, but we've got to do better there. And at that point, of course, again, you don't even feel like you've had anything to gain from a lot of good things. So and then to lose the game the way we lost it. Look, I think if you're QPR, if anyone as a neutral watching it, you say it's probably a goal that's worthy of winning any game. For Jimmy Dunn to chest it down and left foot volley it into the top corner from 25, 30 yards. It was a fantastic strike, but disappointing from our perspective because I felt again we had an opportunity to clear it with a little bit more distance. But yeah, I won't let that undo the positive things that happen in the game. I won't let that affect the players. Results-wise, I don't think it necessarily changes massively the position we're in, but it's just one more opportunity that we had to take something from the game, and I think we probably deserve to take something from the game.
Obviously, in a bad reform for a while now, there's a number of things you've identified that are wrong and that need improvement next time, but the biggest thing that is noticeable between getting the points that you need to fail.
I think it was something I felt before coming in, something I felt at half time in the game, something I felt after the game. So it's been pretty consistent. I just felt some of the basics that we had an opportunity to do, set pieces. I just felt they got their head on too many things. Just little things that I felt, when we pressed, when we went with intensity second half, we actually got in some great positions. First half, there were too many times when we sort of half did it without conviction. Now, sometimes that can be maybe a lack of confidence when you're in a poor run. Maybe a lack of confidence at times when you've had sort of quite a disrupted season for different reasons. But we've got to get those levels up very, very quickly. And I knew this would be a challenging job. I didn't expect to come in, wave a magic wand, and in the first game everything would be okay. So it's one game down. We'll take the positives from it, and then we'll certainly make sure that we improve Monday. Because again, in front of our own crowd, we know we can use that. We can pin teams in. We can cause teams problems. So yeah, I think that's really, really important that we're ready mentally to go again Monday. Yeah, I think him and Paik performed really well together. I thought there was some really good movements, some good passing. I thought there were some positive performances. And I think as a player, again, the challenging bit is in this division, you can play really well for 85 minutes and then switch off for 1 minute, and it can cost you a goal, and that's just the way the division's ruthless. So I think we need to just extend some of those good periods that we had. I thought that our front three at times when we gave them good service looked quite dangerous with the movement that they showed. We got into some really good positions. I think Jay had a really good chance second half. Tyler had a good opportunity. The ball got squared back to him. I mean, Jay rounded the keeper, maybe just a lighter touch. So I thought we got in some really, really promising positions. But again, to lose a game in the way that we did, of course, disappointing. You can't help but feel that on the sideline in the 92nd minute. So yeah, but we'll take it on the chin and we'll show a bit of character and bounce back. Just cramp, I think. Yeah, we've obviously had the likes of Paik, who've had a long journey back, but I think at that point we're probably looking to take him off, and then Christian cramps up. So yeah, we'll have to manage some of those moments. We'll have to manage that for Monday. There might be some players that just through lack of game time or through someone like Jordan JJ, it was difficult to go and play him after the extra time that he had. So again, we've just had to manage him a little bit today. But certainly Monday, I think he'd be in a better position as with one or two of us to impact the performance.
Away from the game, I know work wasn't down on the bench with you guys today. Can you know how his role has changed?
Well, I brought people in with me that know how I work, and we haven't got time to sort of work with everybody. So we've had to just very quickly make sure that the voices that we need are the ones that have come in with me. So yeah, Pete's working really hard for the club in a different role just for this period of games. But it'll be equally as important, like everyone else will be.
They all feel big at this stage, but Monday's game feel pretty closely given the.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I think every game has an element of pressure in the Championship. I think if you're for me, if you're up the top and you need to win to stay up the top, if you're in mid-table, you want to try and find your way into those top six. And if you're down the bottom, every game's a game you need to win, just because that's the way the world works in the Championship. So for me, pressure it's an opportunity, and it's something that you want as a professional footballer. But you've got to be able to handle that pressure, and you've got to be able to step up. So that's certainly what we'd expect Monday. We know St Andrews is going to be absolutely packed. We know the fans will get behind us if we showed a relevant performance, and we've got to use that disappointment today to go and perform a little bit better. Again, we've sort of had a few players that have just come back quite late this week with limited training time. The likes of those, Berkey as well. I think I don't know how quick they're going to come back. But again, sometimes if someone's back for an hour's training, then it's difficult to then go and start them. So I think that's just the way it is. That's just what we've had to try and navigate through. So certainly, after Monday's game, I think it will give us a little bit of a better position in terms of one or two of those back. Lucas Djukovic, I think it's going to be a while yet. So of course, he's the sort of player that you want to be able to throw on for sort of 15, 20 minutes at the very least. But he won't be available.
Gary, you've got talent in your squad. Enough related.
Yeah, look, I think I think whatever I say is very easy for me to say it. We've got to turn that talent and hard work into winning performances. But again, today I think there's that opportunity to go and show a little bit more character in certain areas to go and take a point. But I think the team conceded some poor goals, I think, recently, and that's just something we need to just get out of that habit a little bit, because I think it's undone a lot of good work, and a lot of good work on the training pitch as well. So yeah, look, it's the first game. I think the first game under different manager, a different way of playing, a different formation, so it's not going to be perfect straight away. But I thought there was a lot of good things. We've got the talent, but I think talent's only good enough if you make sure you put all the other attributes that you need to win a game in a Championship. So. But the players have certainly given me everything they've got. There were a couple of moments we need to do better. We need to make sure we do it on Monday.
Obviously, the result was back out.
Not when they scored in the 92nd minute. I wish I was back on the beach, to be honest with you. So yeah, it wasn't quite what I wanted. But no, listen, it's again, I've come into a difficult position with 8 games to go. I felt as though it was a challenge. I wanted to come and help. And that's exactly what I'm here to try and do. So. Certainly positive about a lot of things we did today. Disappointed with the end result, but we've got to take some of those positives into Monday.
Thanks a lot.